The Brisbane Broncos, on the cusp of a make-or-break clash, suddenly lose their star fullback in a heartbeat. Reece Walsh, gone. Just like that. What happened behind the scenes? Stick around, because this bombshell changes everything. If you're hooked on edge-of-your-seat sports drama, smash that subscribe button now for more insider scoops. The news hit like a thunderclap in the NRL world. Reece Walsh, the electrifying 23-year-old sensation who's been lighting up the field with his blistering speed and razor-sharp instincts, has been officially ruled out for the Broncos' upcoming blockbuster against the Panthers. Sources close to the team confirm it's a hamstring injury sustained during a routine training session late last week, but the timing couldn't be worse. With finals looming, Walsh's absence leaves a gaping hole in Brisbane's backline, where his playmaking has been the spark for their resurgence this season. Fans are reeling, remembering how he single-handedly turned games around with those daring runs and pinpoint kicks. Coach Kevin Walters faces his toughest test yet, scrambling to reshuffle the lineup. Will young gun Tristan Sailor step up, or does this spell doom for their playoff hopes? The medical team is tight-lipped, but whispers suggest a recovery timeline of at least 4 weeks, pushing Walsh's return into uncertain territory. This isn't just a player out, it's a narrative shift in the league's power dynamics. Rivals are salivating, sensing vulnerability in a team that was building momentum. Picture the locker room tension, veterans like Adam Reynolds rallying the troops, while rookies feel the weight of expectation. Walsh's journey from prodigy to powerhouse has captivated audiences, and now, this setback adds a layer of human vulnerability to his story. It's the kind of plot twist that reminds us why we love rugby league: unpredictable, unforgiving, and utterly compelling. As the Broncos prepare without their talisman, the question hangs in the air: can they adapt, or will this be the blow that unravels their campaign? The build-up to kickoff is charged with anticipation, every training update dissected by pundits and supporters alike. This injury doesn't just affect stats, it tugs at the heartstrings of a fanbase that's seen too many close calls. Deepening the intrigue, let's peel back the layers on how this unfolded. It started innocently enough, a high-intensity drill at Red Hill, where Walsh pushed his limits as always. Eyewitnesses described the moment he clutched his leg, the field falling silent as trainers rushed in. Initial scans revealed a grade 2 tear, sidelining him indefinitely and forcing the Broncos to confront their depth issues head-on. Walsh's stats this year speak volumes: over 1,200 running meters, 15 try assists, and a defensive resilience that's evolved remarkably. Without him, the attack loses its flair, that unpredictable edge that keeps defenses guessing. Enter the understudies, Sailor, with his similar agility, or perhaps a bold move to shift Selwyn Cabo. Walters' press conference was a masterclass in stoicism, praising Walsh's grit while emphasizing team unity. But beneath the surface, there's palpable anxiety. Remember last season's injury plague that derailed their finals run? History threatens to repeat, fueling debates on player management and the grueling NRL schedule. Walsh himself took to social media, posting a cryptic message about resilience, igniting a wave of support from fans worldwide. His story is one of triumph over adversity, from a troubled youth in Nerang to NRL stardom, mentored by legends like Billy Slater. This setback tests that mettle, turning the spotlight on mental fortitude as much as physical recovery. Opponents like Penrith are licking their lips, planning to exploit the void with targeted plays. The Broncos' response? A renewed focus on forwards like Payne Haas to dominate possession, buying time for the backs to gel. It's a chess match now, with every substitution carrying high stakes. As kickoff approaches, the narrative builds: will this be Walsh's catalyst for an epic comeback, or the crack that widens into a chasm? The league watches, breath held, for the next chapter in this gripping saga. Welcome to Tennis Insider, your go-to for all things sports, where we dive deep into the stories that matter. Shifting gears to the broader impact, this ruling out ripples far beyond the Broncos camp. The NRL landscape quakes as betting odds swing wildly, with Penrith now heavy favourites in a match that was pegged as a toss-up. Sponsors and broadcasters are on alert, knowing Walsh's star power drives viewership, his highlights reel alone garners millions of views. For the young fullback, it's a personal crossroads, at 23, with a lucrative contract extension on the horizon, proving his durability is key. Flashback to his debut in 2021, where he announced himself with a hat-trick, setting the tone for a career that's blended flair with controversy. Off-field, Walsh's influence extends to inspiring Indigenous youth, his heritage a source of pride amid the scrutiny. This injury spotlights the league's injury crisis, prompting calls for better protocols from players' associations. Broncos CEO Dave Donaghy addressed the media, vowing full support for Walsh's rehab, including cutting-edge treatments like cryotherapy. Teammates rally, with Captain Reynolds mentoring from the sidelines, sharing tales of his own comebacks. The upcoming game becomes a litmus test. Can Brisbane's culture of resilience shine through? Imagine the roar if they pull off an upset, turning tragedy into triumph. Conversely, a loss could spark a mid-season slump, questioning Walter's strategies. Fans flood forums with theories, from conspiracy whispers about overtraining to optimistic recovery timelines. Walsh's family, ever supportive, shares glimpses of his determination via Instagram, humanizing the athlete. This event underscores rugby's brutality, where one misstep alters destinies. As the countdown ticks, the tension mounts. Will the Broncos rise like phoenixes, or crumble under pressure? It's storytelling at its finest, blending athletic prowess with emotional depth, keeping us glued to every development. Now, exploring the road ahead, Walsh's rehabilitation becomes the focal point. Specialists outline a phased approach, initial rest, then strength building, aiming for a late-season return if all goes well. The Broncos, meanwhile, adapt their playbook, emphasizing collective effort over individual brilliance. This could unearth hidden gems, like emerging talents hungry for opportunity. League analysts predict a domino effect, teams scouting Walsh's progress for trade implications, while Queensland eyes his fitness for origin duties. His absence highlights systemic issues, like the toll of a condensed calendar post-COVID. Walters, drawing from his playing days, instills belief, we've got the squad to weather this storm. Fan reactions vary, from despairing petitions for his speedy return to creative memes capturing the shock. Walsh's brand takes a hit short-term, but his fighter's spirit promises a stronger rebound. Picture the montage, gym sessions, physio battles, that first sprint back on grass. It's inspirational fodder, resonating with anyone facing setbacks. For the Panthers match, expect fireworks, Brisbane's underdog status fueling a ferocious display. If they win, it's legendary, if not, the rebuild begins. This chapter adds to Walsh's legend, from wunderkind to battle-hardened warrior. The NRL thrives on such dramas, where heroes fall and rise, captivating global audiences. As we await updates, one thing's clear, rugby league's heartbeat quickens with unpredictability. Stay tuned for how this unfolds, because in sports, the next twist is always around the corner. Thanks for watching Tennis Insider. Hit like and subscribe for more explosive updates.